Hey, hi everybody. We are live, and we're Mike and Jennifer Wendland. How are you? Say something. Oh, we can't hear you, but we can read your comments, and we would love to read all of your comments as you are seeing us here. Just make a comment. You can ask a question, because the name of this program, I'm gonna get my head on right, is Ask Us Anything. And we mean anything related to RV life, right?
That's right.
Hey, a couple things. We want to tell you where we are and give you some information on our location. I got to just organize my screen here a little bit. Where are we? We are in, I'm looking for it. I actually wrote it down. Here we are. We are in South Haven, Mississippi. And South Haven, Mississippi is right outside of Memphis. So we're telling everybody we're in Memphis, Tennessee. We've been walking in Memphis. And what was that other big song when we were kids? Long distance operator, give me Memphis, Tennessee. Mm-hmm. Marie is only 6 years old. Lives just a half a mile from, oh, you know all those songs. Anyway, that's where we are, is in South Haven, Mississippi. And we are down here for a week. We'll probably be down here till Thursday, Friday.
Thursday, Friday. Hopefully, we'll make it to Graceland.
Yeah, we're thinking about doing Graceland. We've got a lot of stuff we're doing. We are we are here enjoying baseball. And let me first of all show you something. It is hot down here in they call this the Mid-South, I think. But yesterday afternoon, about this time, I took a picture of the thermometer inside our RV, our road trek. And can you all read what that says? 104 degrees. That's what it was this time.
Driving down the road.
Driving down the road, and yesterday at 4:25 Central Time. That's what we're on. So 5:25, almost 24 hours. Now it is much cooler today.
Absolutely beautiful. Lovely breeze.
What is the temperature?
My 86.
86. So it's 8 degrees cooler. But hey, it's still nice and warm. But I don't think the humidity is quite as bad today.
No, it's velvety. It's very pleasant.
Yep. So that's where we are. So what are we doing in this wonderful place down here? Well, we are down here for baseball, and we are down using our RV, there it is over there, in the sun, for baseball. Our grandson, Jacob, who's 12 years old, is on a baseball team. Our son, Scott, who's older than that, coaches that team.
The coach?
They are the Albany 12 All-Stars, and this is the World Series down here for the Dizzy Dean League. It's a little league in the South, the Dizzy Dean League, and this is a big deal. There are teams from all across America that are here, and from the South particularly, all the southern states. That's kind of where Dizzy Dean League, I think, is headquartered. And I forget how many teams they said there were 167 teams in different age groups. Our kids are in the 12-year-old and up, and I put together just a little bit of a video for you. So let me actually run this and make sure that you can still hear me as I talk it, because sometimes it goes off. But here's a little bit video. These are the kids on Friday night. That was the kids as they came across the stage, and they had a big introduction. That's my son Scott on the far left. And right in front of him is our grandson, Jacob, who is there. We're here because, look, we are an official sponsor. There is our RV Lifestyle Channel logo right on their team banner. So we are an official channel. That's our grandson, Jacob, at bat. I took a bunch of pictures. I'm just shooting stills down here, but had fun. They've played 2 games, and they are undefeated. They're doing really well. Here's how we're using the road trek, our RV down here. The kids are using it to hang out in, and that's the team all walking into our RV. How many baseball players can you get in an RV, in a Class B RV? We could run a contest.
We didn't put 22 in, did we?
We didn't. We didn't. So they're all in there just hanging out, and that's Jacob. He's saying he likes the air conditioning. I don't know if you can hear the audio, but he's basically saying all the other teams are sweating it out, and between games they get to hang out in the RV. There's a TV there, there's the refrigerator with cool stuff for the kids to drink and hang out in. But it's been really fun just hanging out with this team. They have worked hard all summer and spring, and they're a good group of kids. They've been playing ball for a long time. So we are very honored that we get to be here and hang out with them. And it's been a lot of fun, hasn't it?
It has. Can't wait. We've got a few
has.
more days to go.
Yep, just a few more
Monday,
days.
Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday.
Yep. So that's it. So we're having a lot of fun, and it's been great being with this team. They're a really good little group of guys, and it's been just it's really fun. So we're back live now, and we're down here. We've been using our RV for tailgating, and we've done that before. A lot of you use it for college games and football games, but what I think a Class B is great for is for families, and there's just something nice about having the AC on, particularly when it's 104 degrees, and it makes it really fun. So we'll turn the air conditioning on, and we've got stuff. But I suspect a lot of our viewers out there use their RVs like that.
The Class Bs are terrific for shopping, anything you want to. You get so spoiled once you have one. If you need to change clothes, you go someplace and it's hot or it's cold, you can easily take a wardrobe change.
Yep.
You have the bathroom there, the little refrigerator. Everything you need is right there. And once you get used to driving one, it's very hard not to have it.
Yeah, so we drove it down here we've had a very busy travel week. We began the week up in Canada. We went to Cambridge, Ontario, and we spent a few days at the Owners Academy there that that Road Trek does, and that was a lot of fun. We had a great time with the Road Trek people, and did our little seminar about serendipity travel, and then we immediately did some serendipity travel and jumped in the RV there and drove down here to Memphis, and that's where we are right now, in suburban Memphis. So we want to go see Graceland, right?
We do. I'm hoping. I don't want to go north unless I see.
But we'll be tailgating. We'll be tailgating pretty much every day here. Just a quick idea of what's coming up, and then we'll get to our Ask Anything questions. First of all, Tuesday we have our RV Quick Tips. This is a brand new feature that we started this week, and every Tuesday right here on our YouTube channel, it is RV Quick Tips, and we hope that you will tune into those. We've got a good one coming to you this Tuesday morning. On Wednesday, we release our RV podcast, and I know there's a lot of wind. I don't know how bad that wind is picking up this thing, but let me see if I can do something about it. That podcast is going to be very interesting this time. It's about the safety of the RV water. How safe is the RV water that you take into your RV from campgrounds? Or, you've got a bunch of water in your fresh tanks right there in your RV, right? Those are generally dark tanks. It gets very hot. How safe is that water? I think you are going to be very surprised at that story coming out on our podcast. And then our interview of the week, we'll have a video version of that right here on YouTube as well. And then, of course, on Thursday is when we have our new video, our main video of the week, and we'll have one up this week. This one is a big one that we did a few weeks ago with Mary Jane Curry, and it's how to use the...
Yeah, she's giving me a cooking lesson on how to use the convection oven.
And I got to eat some of that meal.
It was a good meal. It was a great meal.
But a lot of people are really worried about using the convection oven. We've done a couple of stories before. This time, Mary Jane and Jennifer make a meal from scratch all the way to finish, and you'll be amazed at why you should use your convection oven, how effective and efficient it is. And that will be coming up. And of course, we have always our Sunday Ask Us Anything, which is what we are all about right now. So we hope that you will tune in to all of those things that are coming up over the next week or so, and enjoy all of those things. So now it's time for, let's see, some of your questions, and let's go to the very first one. This one comes from Coco Guzman. And Coco says, Mike and Jennifer, I've heard so much about you guys opening a store, but when will it open? I want to be the first to get an RV lifestyle hat. Well, how's that for timing? Well, perfect. Coco, thank you for that question. We appreciate that question. So I've been wearing this hat now in all of our videos Jennifer and I started off, we ordered a bunch of apparel for our video channel. And
For us to wear.
And for us to wear. And so we've been wearing them. We wear them in a lot of our videos, and people have asked how they can get them and how they can get them. And I've been saying, we're going to put a store up. We're going to do a store together. Well, we finally, thank you, Coco, for that question. We finally have a store together, and I want to give you a quick little preview of it, if I can just find it. Okay, here it is. This is what it looks like. This is the RV Lifestyle store, and I'll give you the address in a minute. But we've got our shirts for men and women. We got our hats. We got really cool shirts. We got great sweaters. And we'll be adding all sorts of other things on there. So where do you get that store? Well, you just have to go to the website to get it. And again, we'll be adding stuff. We want you to also let us know what you'd like. But the address for that store is we'll put that up on the screen here right now. Here it is. It's shoprvlifestyle.com. You got that? shoprvlifestyle.com. I'm going to put that over, and we'll leave that up for a little bit right in there. But that's the address, shoprvlifestyle.com, and you can get these hats.
I can answer
shirts.
that question. What position does your grandson play?
All right, you can read the questions. That's great. Here we go.
I can.
Here's a question from Todd. He says, what position does your grandson play?
They rotate their positions. The kids can only pitch 20 balls, and that's it. Then somebody else has to pitch, and so the kids rotate. So he pitches, he plays shortstop, he does all kinds of things.
So what's one of the things about this league that we really like? They're very safety conscious to the kids. They have a rule that a pitcher can, if he pitches more than 20, if he throws more than 20 times, they're playing hardball here, fastball. If they throw more than 20 times, they can't pitch the next day. They have to have an off day. So they're really careful about that. And I think that's a really good rule. They have all the safety equipment as well. But Jacob, our grandson, he's a pitcher. He plays shortstop a lot. I've seen him play second base. So he has a great time.
They're all stars, so they all play all the different positions. I've not seen him play catcher.
Yeah, I've not seen him play catcher, but that's what he plays. All right, y'all got that? I'll put that up again, shoprvlifestyle.com. Do us a favor, because we're really announcing this officially, like right here, right now. It just went up. If you do get one, if you buy something from there, would you just send me a note so I make sure it all works, right? Yeah, I want to make sure it works. There's my email address. Just send me a note if you buy a hat or a shirt or anything, and tell us anything that you want more information about. You can do that too. But that's the address of the store, and if you need it back again, I'll put it on later on. But it's shoprvlifestyle.com, and again, you saw that part of the store. There is my email, and we'd love to have you let us know. I'll leave the email up. All right, let's go back and pick up some of the other questions. Let's see here. Where do I go? All right, start off.
At the top?
We'll start right here. We got lots of you saying hi, and we really appreciate that. We got Carlos, Phyllis, Downtrodden Bob. Downtrodden Bob, that's a strange name. Hello from Florida, he says. Well, come on, Bob. If you're in the RV world, you can't be downtrodden. All right, let's go to questions with Colleen. Here's one from Colleen. She says, do RV sales places teach their customers how to drive the RV and give lessons on how the RV works? That's a really good question. Some do. I think most don't.
Yeah, I think it's kind of like when you buy a car and you leave. Most places say bye.
Yeah. Now, I think you could ask that when you shopped. You could do it. I think a good dealership would make sure you know how to drive it, and would not put you in something that's going to pose a question, a challenge for you out there on the road. So, I think that's something you ought to ask and demand of a dealer.
I wouldn't be too excited to go out the door and you've got a cell phone or maybe you've got a video camera. You could have them show you how to do things, because it's so easy to forget.
They all do a walkthrough, they call it, a final walkthrough. And that's kind of here's another little dirty secret from the RV industry. Many times they hate doing that, because the salesman often gets stuck doing it. Well, the salesman is not out on the floor selling vehicles.
And he might not understand every vehicle that he's selling.
He may not. So you want a dealer where if you buy a Class C, a Class B, that person who gives you the walkthrough is familiar with that brand, that specific brand. And that's the kind of stuff that you want to ask.
Yeah, once they get your money, I mean, they might be reputable and let you come back, but take notes, take videos.
Yeah, I always say video. You say that, actually.
Yeah.
I quote Jennifer saying that. Tape the walkthrough. Because they do cover a lot of stuff, and it's overwhelming, all that information. But on how to drive it, some of them do. I think Lazy Days down in Florida does. And some manufacturers have training school like the one we just did up in Canada.
Are you saying Sunshine or Lazy Days?
Well, Lazy Days has a big training show. They have a training track, I think, there, but they sell a lot of Class A's, and that's where they are. Class B's are van. You drive them like a car. You don't have much you have to learn that. You do want to learn how all the parts work, and that's the kind of question that I would be careful and go from there. Our friend Phyllis missed you at Gillette. Yeah, Phyllis was at the FMCA rally in Gillette, Wyoming. Yep, we had our own gathering in North Carolina, and then we had a big gathering out, and then we had our Owners Academy up in Canada, so we weren't out at the FMCA in Gillette.
Have been there to Gillette for that and enjoyed it.
Yeah, we have. All right, now let's go through some of the questions. Tina says, so glad to finally catch you live from Washington, PA. Hey, Tina, thank you very much. I'm glad that you're catching us live. We're on Central Time, so it seems a little strange for us now. It's actually not even 6 here yet, so it is 6.
It is 6:17.
It's 6:17. Yep. Betty Bloom, how much does your insurance cost from your RV per year? Well, it depends on how you get it. Ours is different because we are in that RV year-round. Most people get it seasonally. So call your own insurance agent. That's the first thing I do. Many of them can insure your RV. Ask the RV dealer for some suggestions, but don't take the first quote you get, because they vary widely. But
Michigan has very expensive.
Yeah, it depends
insurance,
on what state you're in.
And if you have group, your house, a car, the RV, maybe get a better deal.
Yeah, so in ours, because we are in it all the time. I drive that even.
And we have some equipment in it.
Yeah, we have have some business use of the thing, so ours is going to be different. Your mileage will vary.
Yours will be cheaper.
Yeah. Let's see. Eve says, hey, Mike and Jen, good-looking grandson and his friends. I'm glad you could enjoy your time with family. What a blessing. Well, that's the thing about the RV lifestyle that we can't stress enough, is that it takes us to our grandkids.
Some people are lucky and their kids and grandkids are close by in the same neighborhood. I'm always jealous of that, but ours are spread all over.
All over the place. And we dry camp in the backyard of our son, who lives across the state of Michigan. I hope how bad is this wind noise, everybody? Is it okay? I'm hoping it's not too bad here. And then when we're down here, our son who lives in Georgia, we'll also often go over there and we dry camped in their parking lot, in their driveway.
They don't like us doing that, but we like that.
See, that's our bedroom.
That's
our house.
Our
that's
things
our house.
are in there. It's easy.
All of our stuff, we don't have to move it around. It's like a private. We've actually had family vacations, and we've rented a house in Maine one year.
Yeah.
And it was how many bedroom house?
I think 5-bedroom.
5-bedroom house. We slept in that. We did. We had our own ensuite, at the bathroom, and that was ours. So that's how much we like it. And I think, for families and for people who are kind of empty nesters like us, that's just a great way. Just a really great way to go. All right, back to some of your question. Our friend the Geeks on Tour are out there in Gillette. Hey, enjoy the Wyoming. We were out there a month ago, so hope you're having fun out there.
Oh, I'm glad to hear our sound is fine.
Tina says the sound is fine with the wind. That's great, Tina, because it's hot and it is very windy here.
How about this? Hope you get to 50,000 soon.
Rocket TV. Oh my gosh, we're so excited about this. Rocket Rye. 50,000. That's the subscriber mark. We're thinking about going live. We're up to 45,800 and something right now. So I haven't shared this with you, but we are so excited. We came to YouTube late in the game. I was using YouTube, but I didn't really promote it. And frankly, the only reason I used it is so I could have a place to put my videos and then embed them on the blog. But when we really got serious about YouTube, people kept asking for more and more stuff. That was about a year ago. So we've gone from like 9,000 to almost 46,000 now. As soon as we hit 50,000, man, we are really excited about it. And we want 100,000. So now's my chance to say, if you can, hit that little subscribe button down there and be a part of our family, our YouTube family. There's also a little icon, a bell. When you click that, then you get notified when we have new videos, and we're doing 4 now a week. But thank you, Rocket Rye. Yeah, we are really excited. We're hopefully going to do that soon, but we'll see how that goes. Jennifer, here's one for you. Do you carry an Instant Pot with you? Boy, everybody loves to cook with those.
I don't.
But we have one.
We have one. It's sitting on my kitchen counter.
Should we be really honest about it?
Well, I've only made 3 recipes, and we didn't like any of the 3 recipes. So
terrible.
That didn't get me inspired to put it in the RV.
Yep.
But I've got to try more because everybody else loves it. So
can you all hear Jennifer enough? Her voice is kind of soft, and I'm kind of talking really loud. But I want to make sure that we can hear her. Maybe I
only made 3 recipes, and I didn't like
close
those 3. So,
Yeah.
so I've got to try 3 that are better recipes to get me inspired to put it in the RV.
Yep. So we do have one, and we've got this 5-quart,
3.
3-quart.
There's 3 and a 6.
Okay, we got the
3.
3-quart, which is perfect for 2 people, and we need to get a couple recipes that we really like, and we'll try it and see how that goes. Let's see, Leslie. Sorry for the misspellings. Do RV dealers lease Class B rigs? No, they don't. Good question, Leslie. They do not, that I know of. I don't know why, because they certainly make a lot of money leasing cars, but I know of none that lease it. Do you?
Well, for like a week, for a vacation, yeah. For a short period of time, yes, but then they say you can't take a dog.
That's a rental, yeah.
A rental.
A lease, you're talking about like
a
a car.
A lease for a year, no. I've never heard of that.
I think because they're so expensive, and I don't know why they don't lease them, but they don't. I know of no dealers that do.
Or they would do it.
Yeah. Rocket has a question. How old is your dogs? You guys are awesome. Oh, we are not, but our dog is awesome. Our dog is
2.5.
2.5. And
Bo
where is he?
2.5. He's with our daughter because we're down here and it's hot, and he would not enjoy being in the RV. So he's with our daughter in Michigan having a good time with the grandkids.
He can't go in the ballpark where we're at, and it's just too hot. And I don't, our air conditioning has been great. We have lithium, there we go, lithium-ion batteries up in there, and solar power. And the sun here has been so great, it keeps them charged. But you just don't want to take a chance of, in this kind of heat, having the air suddenly go off or something, and have your dog in there.
And we're here for a week. Once before, we were here for just a day, and we put him in a kennel, because the best that we could find, and he looked at us like, what are you doing to me? Locking him up in a little cage as we walked off.
Now, we did take him to owner's school up in Canada last week.
And he was a good boy.
He was a great boy. He was in the classrooms, and he hung out. We took him for a great walk in the campground, and it was really great. So we had a lot of fun with him, and it was pretty cool. Let's go to Doug. We have been enjoying watching you for a couple months. My wife and I are watching you live for the first time. Do you think you'd ever live full time in an RV?
I don't think
together.
So. I don't
Isn't
think
that what
we're
you
going
tell me?
to. I don't think we're going to. You never say never about anything.
Now, we are in this a lot. I mean, we've been on it pretty much full time since May.
Coming and going.
Coming and going. We're always coming and going. We're crisscrossing the country all the time. So
I can think of, when am I going to wear out? Because when I get home, I love tinkering around the yard. I like my garden. I like my flowers. You haven't had time to do any of that this year.
Oh,
A little bit, but not as much as I'd like. But I like having a yard.
Yeah. So we ask this question. We get that question just about every week, and we're on our 7th year of half to 3/4 time in the RV.
I mean, I made it real clear when you bought the thing. I wasn't living in it full time.
My friend, yeah, she made it that very clear. But I guess we're just restless. Like, we'll be ready to leave here Thursday and head back to Michigan. We're home for about a week, yeah.
And then we're going on vacation with our kids.
Then we're going up camping with our kids, and we'll be in it. And then we're coming back down to the south again. I think we are. I can't remember. We got a long schedule. We'll have to go over all of that. But thank you, Doug, for that. But no, we're not full-timers, and I don't think so.
Like I say, you never say never.
Yeah, never say never. Colleen says, thank you for the great answer. I will for sure video the walkthrough. Yes, do that. That's the most important thing you do, because honest, they'll tell you it's like for drinking at a water hose. They give you so much information at those walkthroughs. You want to get it all down, and so you can look at it.
And I mean, I hate to say it, but once you walk out that door and they've made the sale, you need all that attention up front before you give them the check.
Everybody's saying they can hear you great. So
okay,
that's
good.
I always worry because she's got such a sweet, soft voice.
Not always.
Now, do you think anybody believes that? Nobody believes that.
They do.
She always has a nice voice. You all know it. And Todd is telling us how great that Instapot is. Give it another chance. Well, we will. We just have to find the right.
Have Todd send us a recipe.
Yeah, send us a recipe.
Send
Todd.
us your favorite recipe.
Everybody send us your favorite recipe. Tell you what, send us your favorite recipe, and we'll winnow them down. We'll try them. We'll do a video on cooking a few of them. And
you're gonna have to help cook too.
Yeah, well, here's one right here. Deb says, made mushroom and pea risotto today in 9 minutes. That sounds pretty good. Of course, I'm getting pretty.
We're getting hungry because it's really 7:30 Michigan time.
Mark says, hello, are you going to change your RV soon? Regards. Maybe. We don't know. Road Trek is one of our sponsors, and I know that they have actually sold this one.
We might be homeless.
It was our own fault. We were at this big Super Bee show that La Mesa RV puts on in Phoenix, and I got an email from a doctor in Hawaii who said he wanted this same exact RV we have, including this one has a 4x4. And like a jerk, I said to the sales manager for Road Trek, Mike Snell, who's there, I said, hey, Mike, here's a guy who wants what we have. He says, well, let's sell him yours. I said, wait a minute. We're not done using it yet. And I think the guy bought it, and I think he gets it in October, and I don't know of any plans yet for another one yet, but they'll have to find us. We're all over the country, so...
We'll be camping out of our car.
Yeah. Well, we say ask us anything. Jody wants to know, how long have you been married? Jody, I married her when she was 11 years old.
We've been married decades, absolute decades.
5 decades. 5 decades. And we celebrated our 50th a couple of years ago. And you hear all those airplanes? Memphis is the hub for FedEx. So that's it. The geeks liked our answer if we went full-time, that we wouldn't be together if we went full-time. It wouldn't be the two of us. Hike and RV, enjoy your journeys. Any thoughts about visiting the west coast of Canada? Yeah, we've been talking about it. We were talking about it this week. We're trying to plan out what we want to do.
We've been trying to go to Alaska for years. The kids gave us a surprise puppy, so that kind of stopped us that summer. And,
we were going to go that summer.
And now we just have all these commitments. We have to be here and then there. Here and then there.
We've got all. That's our problem. We have so many places we want to go.
And we like everything we're doing.
And we do. We're visiting a lot of RV shows now, so
That's fun.
And that's fun. But for example, a couple of them we have to actually fly to, because one's in
California.
Well, we have to go from the Hershey show, which we'll take our RV there. But then we've got to be.
I hope we can get to Gettysburg.
We want to spend some time in Gettysburg, and then we have to be out in Pomona, California at that show, and then we're at Elkhart for a show, Elkhart, Indiana, and then we've got a camp out in Disney World we're doing, and so it's really hard to figure it out. But we're gonna figure this out one way.
And I had our schedule figured out so we can see football games with our grandkids in Georgia, and then the first game. I don't think that first game. It's been taken off the schedule. They can't do that to us.
Tina says, we love you, Jennifer. See?
Yeah. Thank you.
That's very kind. Didn't realize you didn't own. Join those of us with the Zion. I think the Zion's a little too small for us. Well, it's a little too small for all my equipment. Let's be quick.
It's not too small for us. It's the equipment.
And a dog. Now, I have so much equipment.
It's ridiculous.
Still photography equipment, this
drone.
Podcasting, because we have to do these now, my drone, video gear, editing gear, mixers. So we have a ton of stuff.
I'm just picturing everything in like the little stove that we used to have in the back, and then losing it or something, or somebody taking it and all your equipment and everything in there. Ugh,
yeah.
Nightmare.
Carol asked, how comfortable is the bed? Did you need to enhance it at all?
We have an 1.5 inch foam that's on it, and that's good. I've been comfortable the last couple of trips. Usually I'm complaining about not being comfortable, but I've been comfortable. Thicker foam would probably be better. If we had, a lot of people get real thick mattresses. get the real beds, and naturally that would be better. But I've been sleeping pretty good. We've been sleeping good. Maybe I've been tired.
I think you get used to your own bed, and I'm sorry for the video moving around. I'm trying to hold the screen here, but
and at home,
it's actually the wind.
At home we have a Tempur-Pedic mattress, so I mean that's really nice.
Oh yeah, I love that Tempur. But this is really pretty comfortable.
Yes.
Now, I would love to see a dedicated bed in that Class B, but then you would lose the sofa, and we use that for office work. I use that to do office. And then when we have people come in, and so I don't think that will.
And I like the Class B. I don't want an A. I don't want larger.
Yeah.
I'm more comfortable driving something smaller. I like parking it any place I want to park it, backing it up. I'm just more comfortable with it being a little bit smaller.
Yeah. Our friends, the Geeks, ask us, when are you in Elkhart? When are we in Elkhart? Oh, I know who that is. That's somebody down in Florida. Here, I'll have to answer that in 1 second.
Oh. Somebody in Florida?
Yeah. Should always turn off your phone, right?
Yeah, that's a good thing.
That's somebody
especially because you get a lot of phone calls.
Yeah. So I think it's in, when is that Elkhart thing? Is that September or October?
I think it's September.
I don't know. It's a big show in September. I think, is that an Elkhart open house? I don't remember what the name of it is, but whenever that is. It's so far in advance, Jim.
Kind of get 1 week at a time.
I have no idea where it is. Jim and Chris, the Geeks on tour down there. Michael writes us, now that you have had a 4x4, will you ever go back to rear wheel or front wheel drive? Also, did you use the 4x4 much for winter? No, did not need it. Here's the secret about these things are, first of all, almost impossible to get.
Okay, we're in Michigan.
We're in Michigan.
We're not out in the
we
Rockies.
winter camp. We winter camp. Yeah, we're not in the mountains, but in Michigan, we winter camp in 2.5 feet of snow. Even this year, I turned it on once when we stayed up for the blizzard, and it did not. I didn't really need it. I wanted to make sure it worked. We do a lot of boondocking. We have not needed it ever for that. The big advantage that the 4x4 has is it's about that much more ground clearance. The downside of that is it gets terrible gas mileage. I just checked coming down from Canada to Memphis here. I average 12 to 13 miles per gallon. Now that's pretty bad. Most of the sprinters get much more than that. The non 4x4s we had got 16 to 18, so it gets terrible gas mileage. And the 4x4, the suspension is very, 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 very bouncy. Actually, our dog won't even ride back there. And if you've been watching our dog stuff, we've had issues. So the next one, if it's up to us, will not have 4x4. And I have found I don't have. First of all, these things are so heavy that they get great traction in the snow, and that's true of every Class B that we've seen. So we do not have one, and that's good. Jody says, we're newlyweds at 31 years. Instapot frozen solid roast is fork tender in an hour.
Ooh, that sounds good.
Yeah, I'm getting really hungry right now. It's really good. Mike and Jennifer, how do you like the Road TS model? Actually, there used to be a TS, but I don't think they make it anymore. It's the CS for camping special. Is that what it was? I don't remember, but CS is what it is. And ours is the XL version. Now, XL on the Sprinter chassis is about that much longer than the RS, or the regular size. And I really like that because I have all that storage room for all of my electronic gear. So we love it. That's our favorite model. If it's up to us, that's always what we'll have when it comes to a Class B. We like the refrigerator. It's got an extra large 7+ cubic foot refrigerator. And hey, we're celebrities. They see us all on TV. They're yelling. And we like the extra room in it, and you can walk around, not bang your head. So we love it. That's our favorite one. That's our favorite one. And let's do one more here. Do you have any solar or any other natural energy when you're off-grid? If so, what's the brand? Well, that has solar all up and down the roof. We've got 400 watts of solar up there, and we have 1,000 amps of lithium batteries. So we do really well with that. They work, well, for example, I have not plugged in since Friday, and the sun and everything has just kept us going. It's been great. So we have had no problems. Bounce back, hey, from the Albany All-Stars. Hello to them. That's great. All right, here come the kids that are screaming. They all see us on TV. I think their parents are recognizing that. They got a quiz. So that was it. So those are our questions, and this has been fun. I think we're going to go in and join them all for some food. I want to just come back one more time and let you know about our RV lifestyle shop. There's what it looks like, and we would hope that you guys would come and take a look at it and do some buying from it. We put our stars up there, and we worked hard to get all that stuff up there, and we'd love to have you check it all out and let us know that it works. So buy a hat or something. There's the address, shop.rvlifestyle.com. Let me look over the notes. There's one other thing I forgot to say, and I should probably get that going really quick, and that is we've been talking about a new book that we've been working on, an ebook, and we have our first ebook coming out, and that is coming out this week, and it is The Ultimate Guide to RV Travel with a Dog. I'm pretty geeked on that. So, and it's free. We're not charging anything for it, but it's got lots of resources, and many of the things we've talked about on the podcast, on YouTube, and in the blog over the years. We've put them all in one spot.
Everything's in one spot.
And hopefully you guys will be able to get a hold of that thing. So we want to thank you all for watching. Don't forget Tuesday, Quick Tips. The podcast comes out Wednesday. Big story on unsafe water in campgrounds and often in the freshwater tanks of RVs. We've got a great video on cooking with a convection oven that many of you don't use in your RV. You'll see that on Thursday. And tomorrow's our newsletter. We have a newsletter, a community of over 25,000 who get a weekly newsletter from Jennifer and me every Wednesday at 6 a.m. Eastern Time it goes out. You can subscribe to that through our roadtrekking.com blog. So, thank you guys for watching. And go Albany All-Stars 12U. That's the name of their team. The Albany All-Stars. I think I even put that up. I had it somewhere, I thought. And I was going to put the name of their team. They were actually televised today. Their game was televised, the one they played this morning. Yeah, so that was pretty cool. All right, guys, thank you all for watching. You all have a great week, and we will be back, and we'll see you live next Sunday. Ask us anything on the blog, everyday new content, on the podcast on Wednesday, newsletter tomorrow, tips, videos. We're tired just talking about it.
And what do you do in your free time?
What do I do? Well, I make sure all the gear works.
There you go.
I forgot some gear to bring on this one, but I think this worked all right. All right, God bless you all. 73. We'll see you down the road. Happy trails. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.